Okay, CVT lesson for Marty. This is Pino with Pasame La Botella. Am I even close, Marty? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Anyways, great song, man. I like your taste. It's out of the box. Standard tuning. You know, you've had several CVTs, so you know kind of how they work here. So EQ settings and primary effects, which is just reverb. So let's jump in. A lot of bar chords. So I hope you're good with your bar chords. And here's what we're looking at. That's section 1. That comes in at 11 seconds. And it's starting with the D major bar, 10th position. 10th position just meaning 10th fret for our bar, or our root. So we're going to cover everything on 10. And then we need 12A, 12D, and 11G. And then what you're going to do on this intro, section 1, is hit the root and then strum the 5 underneath strings twice. So we have... Make sure everything's clear. You may want to play everything as an arpeggio first. Make sure you're hearing all 6. So that's the beat concept for section 1, except we're going to take this D major, move it 2 frets flat, so our root is now 8. So it's 8th position. Same shape, it's a C major, same beat. From there we move it a half step back to where we're barring everything on 7. Instead of a major form, we need a minor form. All you have to do is lift your middle finger off. I'm in a habit of, like, with the minor form, taking this finger and securing the bar here. I don't have to. It's just a habit I've instilled. Same beat there. So we have, right? And then we're moving that B minor a whole step flat to 5th position. So just scoot it back 2 frets, strum all 6 this time, move back to the C major, so there's our major form, 8th fret for the bar. So, and then back to the A minor. With the whammy bar, I don't know if you have one, but there is a couple parts where he's using it in here, and he's just doing 7 swoops down over the chord. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Just little taps, you know, about an inch down on them. You don't really need the full control of the whammy, just if you're, you know, that type of attack. Okay, then there's some variations. I got a lot of them on here. If the little things are too crazy, the main beat concept is just chord with a quick rest after it, and it's a G major bar. So everything 3rd fret, 5, 5, 4, A, D, and G. Thumb placement's important. If you're not comfortable on the bar chords, I think you probably are, just from the other CVTs we've done. So now our concept really kicks in, and it's 6 times of this. And you just do a quick 16th note rest in between there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this next little part, he goes down, down, up. It'll be, and then fret hand muting on the end. To achieve the fret hand muting, no sense in losing our form, because chances are we got to go back to it. It's more work. You know, just relieve the pressure off the G major bar chord. We're keeping the form towards muting. So we have down, down, up, mute, mute. These, Marty, are subgroups. So, I mean, that's one you can mess around with on all the chords just to have fun. If that's throwing you in the big scheme of things, just, you know, you can just keep that rhythm. But I wanted to give you the little things. That is going to go 2 times. That whole concept, okay? And that comes in at 20 seconds. Then section 3 comes in at 27 seconds, and it's a continuation of this G major 3rd position bar chord being played 4 times. In context, it's really more if you look at section 2 at the end, leading into section 3, because we're already on a G major bar, right? So I just want you to be aware. That's why I like to put music in sections, so we know where the start of it is, where the end of it is, and we're repeating it done with that new section, which may start with the same chord that we ended with. Okay, so now it's 4 times on the G major. And then this was pretty interesting. I almost missed this rhythm because you get used to this driving beat. Kind of 2 concepts that I'm hearing, actually 3 with this chord. You could go 5A, 4D, 5G, 3B. That's just a D7. With that 3rd finger, we'd want to mute the low E. But I'm hearing a high A in there. In order to achieve that, it's a little harder. So I wanted to give you a different option here. We could use middle up here. 5, 4, 5, mute, 5E. It's like a D9, but I'm really not hearing this 5th fret B in there. You could put it in there, I'm just not hearing it. The beat changes to down, up, down, up, down. It'll go, and it's going to do that 2 times. I believe 2 times, let's see. Instead of going, we're going. Okay, and then it goes back to the standard beat. So pick the one you're the most comfortable with. I have a feeling it may be this form. But whatever you start with, I don't know, you may want to keep it throughout. So if you chose to go this route, you would go. And then back to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, from there, we move along to the G major again. And this will be 7 times. No, it's 8 times. So it's a steady count, even count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then back to this D7 we were doing, same beat. Down, up, down, up, down. So we move into 16th notes instead of 8th notes, so it's sped up. It's twice the speed on that. That's why you're going to see in your tabs down and up, down, ups, alternate strumming. So coming off the last 4. And it's also coming in on the ands. Okay, instead of coming right in on the downbeat, accenting on the ands, which is very common for this style of music. Okay, we move on to page 2. We are now doing this D7, which I happen to write like this. Just remember they're interchangeable. 5, 4, 5, mute, 5. Depends how important that high A is to you. So down, up, down, up, down, up. That'll be a 6 count. Okay, and then a 5 count following that. No, another 6. So we have a 6, a 6, and a 6. Back to G 4 times. And then this kind of a groove accent that takes place here. It's 4G, 3B, 5E. And he goes. So you're coming out of this. We got. So it's a different feel in there. Pay close attention on that part. Section 4 comes in. And we're back to G major. And this is going down, 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 up, down, up, down. Okay? And then down, up, down over the D9. Now this is the 3rd variation. 5, 4, and then 3rd finger bar the 5th fret on the G, the B, and the E. First time I learned this chord, I was working on some Latin and jazz R&B music. And I remember getting frustrated with this because I was used to barring with this finger, and having to bar with this one just felt so awkward. So be patient. If this is a new chord for you, you will get more comfortable with it. It's a nice chord. It's used a lot, you know, in funk as well. So once you get to that chord, we are going down, up, down 4 times. With the middle finger, try to mute underneath string 6, because when we're doing downs and ups, we don't want to. One bad note can ruin all your hard work here. So I always say muting is just as important as the notes in the chord. Okay, so you're definitely going to want to make that part of the chord, muting string 6. So down, up, down 4 times. You'll see double dots with 4x. And then this part I really liked. It goes. And they're just major chords. It's 10A, and then we need the 12th fret on the D, G, and B. So speaking of barring with the secondary finger, here's another example, except this is probably going to be easier than this 9 chord. So 10, 12, 12, 12, muting string 6, at least I would, and we're going to strum it once and just move it chromatically or a half step back until we get to 4, 6, 6, 6. So it's keep them staccato, don't go. It's real choppy, bouncy, right? That's that part. Right back into the G major, down, 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 up, down, up, down. From there, we move into the D9 again. Once again, you have 3 versions you can use. That, oops, this, or with the muted B. Okay, take your pick on those. It's really probably be a good idea to interchange all 3 of them anyways, just to get stay familiar with them, right? So, the D9, we're doing 4 times of down, up, down, up, down. Into G major, and he keeps the same beat, down, up, down, up, down. And then this one I thought was really cool. This is used a lot in kind of like in the 90s, ska was big, right? And reggae, where you interchange fret-hand muting with chords, and it would be really cool groove right there. So you're hitting the G major bar chord, going down, up, fret-hand mute, so we're just relieving the pressure, down, up, and then reapply it at the end. Which, make note in your tabs after the X that there's a G chord again, so you don't go. Because I remember that's 2s. Make note of that for sure, because I've already sent your tabs to you. There's another thing I needed to point out in here that we'll get to in a second. And then we're finishing out G major with 5 strums. This is the slow accent again, so it'll be. Make sure that's right. Yes. So from page 2, we're going over to page 3. Section 5 comes in at a minute in the song. We're back to G major. 8 downs. I wrote 4 of them, put double dots so you know to repeat. So into the D7. Whatever form you want. I did the one with the muted B. Down, up, down twice. And then I heard what was a D9, a higher note. So if you really want to try and stick with the same chords here, take your pinky, move it up to fret 7, keep these how they were. It's pretty cool. Bring the pinky up, down, up, down, up, down, up on that one. So a 5, and a 6. And then back to the 5th fret. Down, 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 down. So we have 8 counts there. Into the G major 4 times. And then back to this slow accent, we had 4, 3, 5. So. Remember, not on the downbeats, come in on the ands. If you're playing along with the song, you'll see exactly, it'll make sense. So from there, I think we have the solo. Just about, yeah. We'll strum the, you'll see the double dots, so you would repeat. Pay close attention to those throughout your tabs. Second time, no star. You would just cut out the star section to the end of that section. And so we hit strum a G major, and then the solo comes in. Fingering, there's a few different routes you can go. Here's how I would do it. First finger, 2E, third finger, 3B. When I heard this solo, I knew I had the right song, Marty, because the 𝐒𝐏𝐻 CVTs we did, this reminded me of 𝐒𝐏𝐻. Really cool. I like these little melodies. So you're going to strum 3 times on those 2 strings. and that slides up to 8/7. You may be thinking, why use these fingers, but you'll see why. Once you get to 7/8, the parenthesis just means that's our target. As soon as you get there, go down, up, down. So, and then come right back to 3/2. So, and then strum the 3/2 again, slide back to 7/8, and then strum it once, back to 3/2. So. Because that time on the slide we do hear the 7/8. Okay, and then hit 3/2 again. This is just part of a D major chord. Notes taken out of chords. You're gonna slide it to the 7/8, and then go down, up, down. Back to 3/2, 3/2, 7/8. Quick rest. The line with the X, just deaden the note. Okay, then the next part comes in, which is, or let's see. So we're going to go 10B, 8E, third and first finger. Be careful of the angle here with this, that it's not angling and muting out the high E. Hit those two. Go back to 8/7, B and E. Just use the same fingers, probably would be the best. Then to 7/5, 5/3, 3/2. So it's, and then 3 strums where you're at, and slide that one to 8/10, which is why you want that finger layout. Up to 8 and 10. It's tricky because we got to do a half step to a whole step as far as the skipping the frets, I should say. And then we move on to page 4. You're going to go down, up, down on the 10/8. And move over to 8/7, down, down, up. So, right? Slide up to 8/10, strum it, and then move back to 7/5, 2 downs. So you have, and then back to 10/8, go down, up, down, and then 8/7 twice, 10/8 once. So it's up to tempo. So that's why if we can utilize 2 fingers rather than go like this and then go like that and then have to go back. I think you might find it more comfortable that way. And then we go 12B, 10E, and then move that to 10/8, move that to 8/7, go back to 8/10, back to 12/10. So it's descending, ascending. So in the whammy bar, you'll see the W in your tabs and just vibrato it. Like that. Then you repeat the solo, no star. So where that star comes in, you don't play any of the rest of that. You come out of that into a slide to 7/5, strum it, and then we're going to go 5th fret B, 3rd finger. Same thing on 3rd fret, and so they're 2 times. Cool part. 5/5, 3/3, 1/1. Open, open. Hammer onto the 1st fret, pull off to the open. 2G, open B. So that technique of with the line in your tabs is pick, hammer, pull, catch this on the high E so you get a solid pull. 2G, open B. And then 156 comes in. He's back into the rhythm. I forgot to circle the 3. That's a finger number. The 5 is the fret. Okay, and we're going 5, 4, 3, 3. We're barring over here. Root and strum. The root is 5D, and then strum the underneath 3 strings 4 times. Or that whole concept 4 times. Then 4, 3, 5, or slow accent 5 times. Section 4, no star. And then at 2:13 we have the G major chord going down, 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 up, down, up, down. So it's move that to F, everything back a whole step. Up to F sharp, everything to the 2nd fret bar. And then 8 strums on the G. Okay? And basically that's it. You'll have some repeats of a 5, 4, 5, 3. It'll be down, 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 up, down, up, down on that. Some repeats that ends with G major. And then you'll go down, 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 up, down, up. F, F sharp, and G. So thanks a lot, Marty. If you have questions, let me know.